Lost Toys was a very meditative game, and we want our next game to be much more action-oriented, I guess. I mean, we want you to have the same feeling that you get when you're playing like a first-person shooter, but without the shooting.
Lost Toys was really about an emotion, and Game 2 is also about an emotion, but it's a different emotion. You know, I think it's important to connect with people and to share your experience with them. So Game 2 is a lot about my experience in a blizzard, and my experience of this overwhelming panic that happens. And so, what happens if I can make a game out of that feeling?
A lot of avenues we can be thinking down with the setting and who the characters are and what happens in the story and how the player interacts with those characters, and I think all of that's kind of just forming in our heads. You know, we want you to have that action-adventure feeling in a 3D first-person game, but you're more or less just an observer. You know, you're kind of moving through this world, but you can't do anything to change it. It's more, we want you to experience it and to experience everything that's happening around you. But you're more just trying to survive, and you're more just trying to make it through this, you know, this game alive. It's so basically, I'm trying to get this this pink character here to follow this orange character here, and so I'm kind of troubleshooting that right now. I think the next game is really about humanity and how people react to situations when they feel like they're doing what they can, you know, to just get by. And so that's really what it's about.
I totally need people around. Like, I can't do it in a vacuum. You know, I need a big community.
We started our own meetup group about 6 months into our game development because we realized we're working on our game all the time, and we ran into problems and roadblocks and challenges that we hadn't accounted for. And we didn't really have anybody we could talk to that were working on the same problems.
So actually this meetup is the coolest thing that I've ever been involved in terms of meetups and games. Jim and Danielle and I all became very fast friends, and it was amazing to see how much progress they had made. So there's a lot of inspiration to kind of keep rocking away at my game and keep working.
Usually I think we all come in with the intent of working, and it's often a very social experience. But it's not like the direct work. You do a lot of talking about technology and supporting each other and talking about the creative side of things.
No one really understands anything involved in making games, and so it's really hard to talk to people about it. And when I came here, it's like you don't have to dumb anything down. You can say exactly what you're thinking, and people have an actual response.
You get people that are at all these different stages of, you know, their games, and you know, maybe someone's working on something different every week, or someone's been working on something for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. So you get to meet a lot of people at different stages, and some people have done it for many, many years, other people are just getting into it. But everyone's working on it, which is the part that I like.
There are so many people here all working towards the same goals and all trying to start a company or launch a game or anything, you know, very creative like. And I think being surrounded by that has been for the better, and I think Lost Toys wouldn't have been successful without it.
So it's basically just first person texting and driving. It doesn't make much sense right now, the perspective, but I'm going to work on that.
Have you ever got a texting while you drive ticket?
I actually don't have a license. So.
Do we have to find out what the final toy is by completing the game, or?
Oh, no. Well, I don't know. The final toy is the Velveteen Rabbit. Like, it has to be the Velveteen Rabbit. Like, because it's the toy that was love. and it came to life because its human loved it.